All right. Hello, everyone. Good morning and happy Wednesday. My name is Elena Riley, and thank you very much for joining me at the First Alert 6 Alert Center this morning, where I'm bringing you some breaking news to start us off. The 2 people are dead, sadly, after a house fire in Harlan, Iowa. This happened yesterday afternoon, just before 4 p.m. It was in a home near 3rd and Court Streets, according to a release from the Shelby County Sheriff's Office. And emergency crews got to the scene. They saw the house was full of smoke. They first believed that 3 people were inside, but then they found the 2 victims. And life-saving measures were performed on these victims after they were brought outside of the home, and both were then taken to the hospital where they were pronounced dead. That is our breaking news we had this morning out of Iowa. Now let's head over for more of our top headlines to start your day off. All right, today marks 100 days since Mayor John Ewing Jr. took office to serve the city of Omaha. According to a release from Ewing's office, he plans to share some of his accomplishments thus far to highlight this milestone. First Alert 6 also expects to hear more about the upcoming celebration for Omaha native Bud Crawford, who on Saturday became the first male boxer to capture 3 unified division titles. Wait, good job, Bud. That's awesome. Ewing is also set to share an announcement about potential future town hall public meetings, according to this release, and he will speak at about 5 p.m. today. On June 9th, as you see here, Ewing became Omaha's 52nd mayor and first elected black mayor, and he served as a deputy chief with OPD for 25 years, as well as the Douglas County treasurer, before now being our mayor here. Next up this morning, an additional $20 million in property tax relief will be distributed to Nebraska taxpayers after Governor Jim Pillen signed an executive order yesterday. And the additional funds are from an increase in casino gambling revenue, along with unused money in the Property Tax Credit Cash Fund and the School District Property Tax Credit Fund. That's what the governor's office says. And this executive order comes after several initiatives that are led by Governor Pillen to reduce property taxes during his term. His office highlighted their work, such as increasing direct relief to property taxpayers, $1.26 billion, removing community colleges from property tax rolls, and placing revenue caps on school districts, cities, and counties. And then Pillen ensures that property tax relief remains his top priority here. He says there's still more that can be done, while blaming political differences for these failings. Moving along, offs from L to 72nd Streets in Omaha are now closed for the removal of the L Street Bridge. Let's move along here. Alrighty. Construction got underway yesterday at the interchange with the eastbound L entrance and exit ramps closed at 72nd. These ramps are scheduled to reopen by winter 2025, according to the Nebraska Department of Transportation. And the long-term goal is to rebuild the intersection with bridge removal and concrete pavement construction taking place over the next 12 months. Is what Jarrett Lansford with First Alert 6 traffic reports. And Lansford also encourages drivers to use caution and expect delays in this area. He says alternate routes include using I-80 for eastbound and westbound traffic, and 84th for northbound and southbound traffic. Of course, you can track the latest updates on construction and commute on our First Alert 6 traffic blog. Always there, he's updating that. My next headline is that yesterday, Omaha's City Council approved a settlement to resolve a lawsuit with a former OPD captain in federal court. So Catherine Belcastro-Gonzalez sued the city last year, claiming she had been wrongly terminated after she successfully sued the city first for discrimination. She won $700,000 in damages, lost wages, and benefits for being passed over twice for a promotion. And Belcastro-Gonzalez has been the subject of an OPD internal affairs investigation concerning emails sent to her City of Omaha email address, which she then forwarded to her personal address. And Police Chief Todd Schmaderer claims that she had been fired due to her poor performance on the job. And after this settlement was reached at the time, Ewing said Schmaderer acted appropriately there. And now the city is set to pay her $500,000 along with attorney fees and costs totaling about $160,000 there. All right, now to our last headline, that history was made last night at the CHI Health Center in Omaha. So number 1 Nebraska defeated number 18 Creighton in 5 sets in front of a sellout crowd of about 17,675 fans, actually to be exact there. Those attendance set the NCAA record for the largest crowd for a regular season indoor volleyball match. Wow, but it was really awesome there at CHI. And Clayton Collier with Sports on 6 reports back and forth battle, which included a 4th set that featured 4 ties. And the Huskers took the 5th and deciding set 15-9. Here we see some fans here, awesome, that were at the match yesterday. All right, so the Huskers now proved 24-0 all-time against the in-state rival. Wow, pumped up fans there. Amazing. We'll head over to our web story where I bring you all of these top headlines every weekday morning. Here we are with our 6 things you need to know. Our headlines we just went over. If you're more of a reader, you can go check this out. I bring this to you in the 6 a.m. hour, as well as this live stream to talk over things at around 8 a.m. hour as well. All right, thank you very much for joining me this morning and have a great start to your Wednesday. Thank you.